I don't know if anybody heard about this because a lot of people were freaking out that there is this announcement that there is a Big Six band, and it's a bunch of deathcore and metal artists teaming up to start this deathcore boy band called the Big Six. And unfortunately, people have been dropping off.
We've lost 2 of the Big Six already.
Well, who all is the Big Six?
That's a super good question. All I know is that Attila dropped off, and the Spite vocalist has taken his place, and then the Fit for an Autopsy vocalist, Joe, I don't remember his last name.
Badalato.
I would have never been able to say that.
It's on the screen right now.
I know. Now I see it, and I still can't read it.
I got him for you.
Joe, he's left the Big Six, so...
I got him for you. So the original Big Six were Lorna Shore's Will Ramos, Attila's Chris Franzrak, Fit for an Autopsy's Joey Baldado, Left to Suffer's Taylor Barber, Infant Annihilators Dickie Allen, and Traitors Tyler Shelton. Since they announced their joining of a band back, I want to say fall of last year, both Chris Franznak of Attila, Franz Wellington, and now Joe Badalato of Fit for an Autopsy have
left.
Say
it one more time. Badalato.
I do want to say that when Franz originally put out his, hey, I'm not going to be in the band anymore, it almost came across as though you can go to his Instagram or whatever and check it out, but he's like, family life and other touring stuff, and just don't really have the time and to dedicate it, but I wish the band all the best of luck, peace. And it kind of made it seem like maybe it was just a little too much for all these guys to put the dedication and the time into it, especially since all these guys are in prominent bands that are active right now. None of these bands are non-active, right? And so maybe to me, I was like, I'm not surprised Franz is dropping out. He's got a lot. He's got the OnlyFans. He's got his other content and his shit that he's doing. And he's got to be fucking, and he just had a kid, and I understand. And he did use family as a reason for him not being able to do the project.
There was a rumor for a while that people thought that Franz was the one putting up the money for the project because
he was the only one talking about it.
Well, because everybody was like, why would Franz be the vocalist with all these other people?
Well, because he can rap, right? That's what I thought. He can do the rap screaming. And so when he initially dropped, I was like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by it, although it was weird that he was the only one talking about it, the only one promoting it. And so I guess when he dropped it, it was kind of like, all right, red flag. This is the one that kind of perks my ears. Fit for an Autopsy had my album of the year last year. Oh, What the Future Holds is one of the best albums of the metal genre in probably the last 5 years. I recommend everybody listening to it. And this band is on the fucking heap right now. Fit for an Autopsy is killing it. If Homeboy drops out, it's got to be for a couple of reasons. One, primarily Fit for an Autopsy and whatever they're doing is probably a lot bigger than whatever this Big Six project is. It's just supposed to be a metalcore boy band. Who knows who the fucking actual band is, because all these guys are vocalists, so let's not forget about that. Right. But, this Big Six, who knows how it's going to turn out. But now that he's leaving, it's perking my ears and going, okay, something's going on. There's a component to this that's not working. And now it's cost 2 of its members. The first member was doing the primary promoting and promotion for it and was seemingly the representative for it. Yes.
Yeah.
And the second one is probably the top tier vocalist out of the group. In my opinion, I mean, maybe Will Ramos being up there and just his Lorna Shore, his stature within the band and how popular he's become. But Fit for an Autopsy's been around for a very long time. They're professionals. And for Joe to drop out, it's got my interest.
I have no idea what is actually going on with this because I don't know. It's like you get these projects to get hype going, and it's like sometimes it just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Especially in a metal, the underground metal scene. You know what I mean? Because it's they're doing this to hype everyone up and to plan this album, but it's these people are playing 1,000 cap rooms. As to where you look at the mainstream world and it's stadiums, you know what I mean? So it's I don't know what's really going on. Is it a passion
fun.
project? Or?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It'd be fun for like a festival, but how does this sound? What does a 6
I don't-
vocalist
I have
band
no
sound
idea.
like? Rickshaw, do you have any idea how they're gonna do a live performance? What is it? Is it just all of them screaming over each other?
That's been my biggest concern for this project. It's a fun we're gonna release 1 or 2 songs, whatever. It's fun.
Maybe a cover or do something cool.
Right, but here is the main problem: is you have these 6 lead men that are starting this project, and then you have to have a backing band of 4 to 5 guys.
You assume. Unless they're going to go digital, but I don't
think so.
why do that. That's
so then
fake.
you've got 10 guys on stage who are going to need to get
Yeah.
fucking paid.
Yeah, you do.
And travel.
Yeah.
I think financially they're I don't know, maybe there's something to the oh shit. Who are we going to get to tour with us to do this act? This should have only ever been a
Studio
YouTube
project.
studio project
Yeah.
for fun. Maybe if you're on tour with one of the fellow members of the Big Six, you do a song. You do the songs.
Getting a house together with a bunch of your friends for a month and recording an album sounds great.
Yeah.
Logistically, how's it going to work out?
Yeah, it's
That's what
be
happened.
terrible. Everyone's
There-
gonna fight.
That's what happened. But there's no hey guys, you want to get together and just do a bunch of shit? Yeah, but what's the 3, 6, 9 month plan after this? We just got together and recorded a bunch of shit. Cool. Is that all we did? We're just going to be studio. It's just going to be a studio band. It's just going to be something
Yeah.
that was like a short term project. Are we planning on touring?
Well,
Are we
and
planning on getting other members?
I also think that they stretched across so many different sounds of bands that I pay attention to a lot of metal, but I still don't know how the Traitors vocalist sounds. I can't remember what.
And how that's
You know what I
another
mean?
thing,
So
too.
it's I know what all these other people sound like, but it's still of a Big 6 had one person where I'm I can't think of what
the rap
that dude sounds
screaming. You get Will from Lorna Shore being whatever.
Snorty.
The vocalist from Fit for an Autopsy. I don't know if he does the clean singing on the most recent albums, but there is clean singing in maybe him. But yeah, what do you?
I really
that's
like
weird.
Left to Suffer. They're fucking
Left to
sick,
Left,
dude.
Dude, Taylor, isn't that his name?
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah.
He's
Dude, he's
fucking
sick.
gnarly.
And you know what? I love it when fat guys represent. Just saying.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
thick boys.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thick
R.I.P.
boys.
Trevor, dude. Trevor was the original.
Original thick boy.
He had that heartburn. Yeah, that heartburn on his belly. I love that shit. Heartburn across your fat belly and you're a metal vocalist. Give it to me all day.
But yeah, what do you guys think about Big 6? Are you even remotely interested? Leave it in the comments, dude.